Good afternoon here in America, good evening in Israel, good being anywhere you are in the world. I'm so happy to be a guest of the Israeli Artist Project Facebook page. Thank you so much for having me. I started this broadcast with Eli Eli, a very famous, beautiful Israeli song. And this is the first piece that inspired me to play the cello, because my mother, I grew up in a kibbutz, used to sing it for me as I was a child. And this stuck in my soul and heart, and I wanted to share this piece with you. Along the broadcast, if you have questions you want to ask about the instrument, about the cello, about the music, about me. I'm now living in Baltimore, in the East Coast. I'm a professor at Johns Hopkins University at the School of Music at Peabody, and we are all quarantined here, of course, like anybody else in America. And I've been teaching for the past 8 weeks almost from home, and doing live broadcasts, enjoying to play for many people around the world that normally I wouldn't be able to get to, so this is actually fun. I will continue with maybe the most famous piece for cello, a piece that Johann Sebastian Bach wrote many years ago for cello solo, and it's the first suite in G major. I will play a couple of movements for this suite, and I hope you enjoy it. This suite made the cello famous, as the cello made this suite famous. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Here's the Prelude, Sarabande and Jig from Bach's Suite No. 1 for cello solo. So, this is a Bach suite, 3 movements of it, and as we move on, I wanted to go back to some Jewish music. It's Friday night, Shabbat Shalom everybody, and also to try to explain to people who are not musicians how music, classical music, any kind of sound is actually a language. So when people ask me, how many languages do you speak? I usually say 4, because it's Hebrew, first and foremost, English, German, because my wife is German, and we speak German between us, and music. I think music is a language, and music tells a story. Sometimes people do not understand the words of the story, but they understand the feeling of it. So the next piece that I'm about to play for you is called Kol Nidre, and I'm sure that many of the people that are here watching and listening know about the prayer Kol Nidre. It is recited and sang in the most holy of days for the Jewish religion, even if you're not religious like I am, and not believing in God. I'm not going to tell you about my opinion about that, but in any case on Yom Kippur, it's a day where we all, I wouldn't say celebrate, but we all reflect. And we reflect on all the bad things we did during the year, and we have an opportunity to ask for forgiveness. Max Bruch, the composer of this piece, heard the Kol Nidre sang by the cantor in a synagogue and was so taken by it, he was invited to the ceremony by a friend, like we do here in America. I know that I do it, and some other friends, we invite people, sometimes not religious, not Jewish, to the synagogue for the Yom Kippur service. And Max Bruch came and heard it and was so touched by it that he went back home and wrote down exactly the prayer that you're about to hear. So I will act as the congregation, and in an old traditional synagogue, of course, the men and women are separated, so you will hear me sing in a low voice. And that will be the men in the synagogue. You'll hear me sing in a high voice. That will be the women. And of course, you will hear me reciting the prayer. Kol Nidre prayer is basically the cantor representing all of us, asking God for forgiveness. Through the peace, the small person, us, through the voice of the cantor, will plead for forgiveness, and God might not grant it this time, and we will end up in hell. You will see that the music develops and becomes louder and more passionate through the middle of the piece. And that's where the verdict comes. And when the verdict will come, I'm not going to tell you the answer or the end, but I'm going to step into a place. It will be either hell or heaven. You decide, and you can write in your comments if you think I made it to heaven or I ended up in hell. Here's Kol Nidre by Bruch. So, this was a Kol Nidre, and I have to tell you, whoever is watching and listening, that while I was playing, I was thinking that it's really wonderful to have the opportunities now with the internet to reach out to so many people around the world that are not necessarily going to concert halls. But I have to tell you that I do miss the stage a lot. I miss sitting on stage, playing for people, for actual people, playing with people on stage. The human contact is very hard to achieve via the iPhone, but we're trying hard. So we hope that we will go back to normality soon and have the possibility of sharing music with public. Now I just want to see if there are some comments. Can I look at let me look, just 1 second. Hi guys, here I am.
There are no questions. There are lots of clapping hands and exciting stuff, but no questions.
Okay.
Ask some questions, guys.
No, you don't have to. I can play. So I thought of maybe you just want to hear the music. I just want to finish this session. First of all, to tell you that in the description, there's a way to donate, and to donate to art, to donate to make sure that music will keep going. I'm running an organization that share classical music in normal days face-to-face with people, but in these days online, and we hire musicians, so we pay musicians to do it, which is a great thing, but we never charge the public for it. So we play in old people's homes, in hospitals, in prisons, in concert halls as well, in Maryland, in Virginia. We did a tour in all the East Coast. We were in Cape Cod, in Boston, in New York. You can see the Venmo account there, and you can donate. Every dollar counts, because with this money, we pay young musicians to share the music with the world free of charge. So thank you for looking into it, and I will finish this session with a Hasidic klezmer dance. This is a piece that was written by an Israeli composer, Joachim Stuchevsky, who grew up in a Hasidic family in Eastern Europe and immigrated to Israel just before the Second World War started, and saved himself and saved also a great amount of wonderful music for cello. Part of it is called a wedding dance, and this is a Hasidic wedding dance. I can't see you, but I want to imagine while I'm playing now that you are standing up now in your living rooms or wherever you are, and you are all dancing with me. Enjoy. Hasidic dance by Joachim Stuchevsky. thank you so much, everybody. I hope you'll tune in to my website, amitpeled.com, and write me some comments here or email through the website. Take care, Shabbat Shalom, and enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.